Hi, in this video we're just going to be looking at the Dune figures from Super 7 and compare them with the LGM figures that were released in around 84. And I really like the LGM figures. They're a lot bigger, they're about 5-6 inches tall, and the reaction figures are 3.75, but I mean they've done a good job with the reaction Super 7 figures, especially the Baron. He looks great. The Baron's the one at the front. He looks fat, even fatter than the LGN figure, but obviously not as big. Nice sculpting on that figure. One thing I find is with the reactions, their hands are quite rigid, so it's hard to get the accessories in, but once they're in, they're like really gripped really well. The figures that they did that match the LGN are the Baron, Sardaukar, Paul in his military uniform, his Atreides outfit, and Stilgar. They never did Fade or Raban. So obviously Fade is Sting, played by Sting, and Raban was played by the guy from... He was Paulie in Goodfellas, definitely. So, but I love the 83 movie. It's brilliant. Yeah, cool. So there's a TV version of that movie. You might want to check that out as well. You can get on DVD. But these are really cool figures. I mean, for a long time, the LGM figures were quite cheap. So, I mean, I've got all 6 of those figures you can see in this image for about 15 quid, maybe 20 quid at the most. Whereas now, that would have been in 2011, now they go for about 20 to 30 pounds each, even without accessories. They're quite expensive now, especially the Sardaukar. He's the hardest one to find. All the others are pretty, I mean, if you want to move accessories, it's best to buy them carded. I mean, carded nowadays, they're going for about 60 to 100. It depends which character, sometimes even more. I mean, I think it's been driven by the new Dune movie that, they've had figures by McFarlane, but I guess that's sort of maybe piqued interest in the old movie as well. And, some people like the old movie, some people don't. I love the old movie. It's brilliant. The David Lynch film. And yeah, so you've got these figures. I mean, I think with the card backs are rather generic. They don't have photos of the actual movie characters, which is really a shame. I mean, if the cards had the image of like the Baron here, like the photo of him, a la a Star Wars card, these would have done a lot better. But yeah, I mean, I've got the reaction Super 7. I've got all 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them for 15 quid, including postage and packaging, so on card. So you get Stilgar. Oops. Get Stilgar. I managed to grab him. He's a great figure. You get Paul Muad'Dib. You get Paul in the Atreides, which is the same as that one, but his is a darker uniform. You get the Baron. You get the Sardaukar soldier. So you get those 5 figures. I mean, I don't know if they're going to do any more. They could do. So you get 2 Pauls. You get no female characters like Lady Jessica or Princess Aurelian. No Gurney Halleck, which was, even with the original figures, they were going to do Gurney, but they never did, because there's a prototype of that. So yeah, I mean, great figures and brilliant. I mean, if you like the 83 movie, 84 Lynch movie, you're gonna like these, especially if you can find them cheap. I mean, I think Zavi had the whole lot for 20 quid, the 5 figures, so definitely worth picking up. Or if you want to collect the LGM figures, you can, especially if you're in America, they're a lot easier to obtain than over here, and you can probably find them more with accessories. But I mean, they're pretty cool. I mean, look at this head sculpt for Sting. It's not bad really, and the Baron's head's quite good. Yeah, they're really cool figures. And yeah, I think out of the new ones, the Baron's the best. He's just, he's just fat, rotund, and looks so grotesque. But also they've put a lot of effort into that figure, and you're getting a bit more plastic than the others. I mean, I think he's a nice addition, but more or less he's just the same body with just a new head. But it's not the same head as that one. It's got the breather on it. So pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, not bad really. So either the Super 7 or the LGN, whatever floats your boat, or maybe if you're more into the new Dune, which is pretty good stuff, you could get the McFarlane figures. Anyway, time to stop waffling. Hope you like looking at these. Cheers, goodbye.